So now from old friends or childhood friends, the next segment is actually on university friends. Piyusha, suddenly you enter university, no, well, not so suddenly, but you enter university, and you suddenly have a whole sea of possible friends. They're new friends. Why are they important?
The thing is now these are all young university students who are feeling this, and some oldies I see, but then the university friends are extremely precious because actually they are all going through the same process, you know, to be let out as the same professionals, same type of professionals. And university friends know how hard it was to come to that point, right? How we meet we have the same challenges, same difficulties, same triumphs, because you know, and we have gone through the same sort of process, getting processed, and they actually have a different type of connection with you. They bond with you, and they are there, and they will be going on with you. You know, I can give one example here in front of me. I got Diniti. She was my batchmate. Right, we met first year, we sang together, we studied together, we played together, we did everything together, well, things which you should have done and not done. And then, you know, we ended up being interns, house officers together, and then we ended up coming to physiology together, and actually we stayed in the same room. Though there were 2 rooms available, we were sharing a room for 25 years and then reluctantly separated. And this is Dimti sari, you know, she was wearing it, I said it's nice, and next day I got the sari and the jacket. Okay, so that's the university friends they are so together, right? They are with you. They will help you at every step. You can talk about difficulties, diseases, your problems, home problems, or other things, your work issues. They are together. So extremely important, but really bonding, it's worthwhile having a university friend, good friends.
Right, and also I just want to ask you again one more question. So for example, if somebody is an undergraduate in management or the arts or sciences, maybe once they graduate, they will go to different places to work. Maybe they will become different officials, different jobs, but these students who will graduate together will go into the same profession. 99% of them will go to the same profession. So your university friends are sort of partners in a very long journey, especially in medicine. If I say that, am I right?
Definitely, you are right. And the thing is, the partnership doesn't end at the graduation. Now we are all over, right? All over the world doing different types of professions. But then those connections really matter. The friends really matter. You just call and home to refer a patient, right? Who are like, okay, you are a chief examiner. Who are the other people who you would like to get as other examiners, or who are the people who are going to be the speakers at the next conference? You plan something, okay? Or who are the people? Okay, then you talk about people. Those people, you don't say to that person, right? You know all the inside things, the good things and the not so good things. But it's academic, social, professional, and personal connections. So the university friends are extremely important.
Okay, Vishaka, can I ask you, what did you do to make friends when you entered university?
As we said, childhood was easier because you didn't think about anything. You could make friends very easily. Yeah, I mean, as Piyusha said, our generation, the parents didn't look at it. But going to the university, perhaps that was somewhat different, right? Because you now understand the world, you know the differences, you know everything. So how would you look at this new set of animals who come together? How do you identify who should be a friend and all that? So as Piyush said, my profession is different, whereas but still the connections are equally valuable. So you need to look at, my thing was, I just looked at how can I be a friend, being someone whom they would see as somewhat of a weaker person, because coming from an all-girls school, going to a faculty which was tech-savvy, it was a bit difficult, and especially relating to the other gender was very difficult as well. I mean, sitting next to a guy, taking down notes or sharing your snack with them. But if you present yourself as a person who can be helped, it really helped you. So everybody, I mean, at the young age, everyone likes to be the hero, the person who can do something. So I remember many guys at the university were willing to do the hard things for us, right? When we were doing woodwork, the carpentry those days, they would come and help you, and then you start communicating. There is something very special I recollect. I had another thing is, some of us are fortunate to have people from the same school coming to the faculty. Some of us are not. I belong to the former category. But then I also came from a remote village in southern province. Though I have traveled to Colombo, I have never taken the train to come to Colombo. And my batchmates, the batchias as the girls, who were coming from Gaul, knew no other way other than traveling by train. So they actually taught me how to do it, and they saw, oh yes, we helped her, she is our friend. So if you help each other, if you give a chance for other people to help you, it will be easier to make friendships at the university.
We will speak more about university friends after this song. Rameswaran Pirathis and Jayendran Mithusan will sing a song called Mustafa. Mustafa. It's a Tamil song. It's about university friends.
Ooh, yeah, friendship. Ooh, yeah, friendship. Friendship is what we are looking for. Mustafa, Mustafa, don't worry, Mustafa. Kalam nam tolan, Mustafa. Mustafa, Mustafa, don't worry, Mustafa. Kalam nam tolan, Mustafa. Day by day, வாழ்க்கை பயணம் day by day. மூழ்காத ஷிப்பே friendship தான். Mustafa, Mustafa, don't worry, Mustafa. Kalam nam tolan, Mustafa. Ooh, yeah, friendship. Ooh, yeah, friendship. ஜூலை பிறக்கும் ஜூனியருக்கும் சீனியருக்கும் கல்லூரி வாசல் எங்கும் ராகிங் நடக்கும். ஓ, நண்பன் ஒருவன் வந்த பிறகு வெண்ணை தொடலாம் உந்தன் சிறகு. வானுக்கும் எல்லை உண்டு நட்புக்கில்லையே. இன்பம் பெறலாம் துன்பம் பெறலாம், நண்பன் ஒருவன் பங்கு பெறலாம். கல்லூரி நட்புக்கில்லை முற்றுப்புள்ளியே. Mustafa, don't worry Mustafa. Kalam nam tolan Mustafa, kalam nam tolan Mustafa. Day by day, வாழ்க்கை பயணம் day by day. மூழ்காத ஷிப்பே ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஷிப் தான், மூழ்காத ஷிப்பே ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஷிப் தான். Mustafa, don't worry Mustafa. காலம் நம் தோழன் Mustafa, காலம் நம் தோழன் Mustafa. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for that wonderful performance. So, coming to you, Vishaka, this song is about university friendship, and you said there were some things you did to encourage people to be friends with you in university. But is it that easy? Sometimes a student may be the only person who's entering a faculty from a school or a district even. How do they feel when you feel like an outsider?
That's actually in a way very unfortunate, because if you look at our faculties, both mine and yours, tend to have kids coming from some schools in large crowds, and then we have a smaller numbers coming as individuals. So it's very difficult for kids who are coming from outside, because it's a cultural shift as well, right? They come to Colombo, they get into a different environment, and we are all young adults at that time, so we don't really, I think as third and fourth years, if I say you must be empathetic about other people, we would understand it now, but as first year students, that empathy perhaps wasn't there. But if you, again I say this, think about, be empathetic, be in their shoes, but more so than that, what would help you would be those friendships that you make as a young adult. I told you this story of that, but I just said being able to come by train. At that point it was adventurous, it was just you had some people to spend 2 hours coming from Galle to Colombo. But when I went for my higher studies, in wintry days in London, where you really had to make use of the underground train, that really made me being courageous to do it, because I now know how to travel by train, right? So things like that, what you learn from them, maybe about some aspect of their lives would be very useful for you also in future. And who knows, that timid boy who was at a corner in the first year may be the batch top, and maybe we may become your consultant. So we are all equals. I think we should be able to treat the university friends. They have all worked hard, come together. We all have something to learn from each other.
Absolutely. Thank you, Vishaka. Piyusha, can I ask you, in this song, Mustafa, a recurring line is, time is on your side, Mustafa. So sometimes a person whom you met in your university as a batchmate, maybe someone who is not even that close to you during your undergraduate years, when time is on your side, and if you are, especially in medicine, if they are on the long journey, can someone who was not that good a friend in the faculty days be a good friend in the long run because time is on your side?
Absolutely, because like Kavisaka said, in the university, you find it a bit difficult to make friends with every single person in your batch or in the university. Make close friendships. You will know each other, and you meet them at various places, but then it's difficult. But then later on, you can meet them at workplace, at other instances, when you're doing your overseas training, or when you meet them for something else, right? Your children are in the same school, and then meet somewhere, and then it's having that friend might be everything to you at maybe one particular point or two. But it's important again, you have to cultivate, nurture friendships, and you have to give. So it's giving. If giving is easy, if you are ready to give, then you get that friend, and you'll get the benefits of friendship.
Can I ask you another question? Especially when you study medicine in the medical faculty, a lot of group work and you depend on your friends a lot, for cookie and bats as well, and sometimes during your hard times to sort of push you to that side of success. And there's a lot of support you get from friends academically. But just because a person can help you, is that the most important thing about friendship? Can't you feel friendship for someone who can't help you, who's not as bright as you, who can't give you a bat, who can't do things for you, but yet your heart just wants that friendship? Can that happen?
That can happen, that can really, really happen, because actually what you are talking about is getting, what are the benefits, what do you get from the friend? Help in studies, help in accommodation, help in whatever it is. So the thing is, it's not like that. Yes, friends do help, they make you strong, they make you feel good, but then the friends who don't actually visibly give you things, they make you strong and they make you a better person. Right? You will see somebody who's not that bright but being kind to a patient. Right? And that just being kind to a little child or old woman who's got nothing will make you a better person if you are that person's friend. And actually, I think you mentioned it some time ago, some other place. Friends define who you are. So, if I'm friends with you, and then somebody else meets you and say, she's your friend, okay, then you know what sort of person you are. But then, like, the other extreme, if you're friends with that person, well, I don't think really I'm going to, have a connection with that one, because I know what sort of people they are, right? So being a friend really matters. It's not really getting, but getting the, obvious things, the tangible things. But there are lots of other things you get by giving, by being a friend.